The limestone hills of the Kinta Valley, like the ones you see behind me, are rare geological features called tower karst, only found in a few sites in Southeast Asia. The limestone that makes them has been deposited more than 260 million years ago and was buried, eventually uplifted and exposed about 50 million years ago. Those hills are now what's left of a very thick limestone bed that has been dissolved over those 50 million years. Now, if left alone, those hills will continue to dissolve, but they will still be there for millions of years.
I think logistically, the Haven stands to gain as opposed to other projects because they have the natural resources of the water that is there, and also being also with the mountain and flatland, there also will be wind. So in that sense, we know from there we can capture the wind, the solar, the hydro, but they are also exploring whether the possibility of geothermal, because next to the Haven, which also is a famous hot spring area, so possibly, God willing, there may be an area where the hot spring is available. Then it will make things a more complete, a total solution, if you like.
The Haven has a variety of habitats, both man-made and natural ecosystems. These ecosystems support a great multitude of animal life, both very small as well as the larger ones, ranging from the beautiful dragonflies, damselflies, to the changeable lizards and the birds that fly in the air.
Okay, now Ipoh is very famous for its very scenic limestone hills, which are home to a large number of very interesting and unique plants. I could mention, for example, there's a cycad, which belongs to a group of plants that date back to the time of the dinosaurs. And there's one species in these hills which was only discovered a few years ago. And then there are other things like a single leaf plant called monophylia that maintains one leaf for its entire life. How it does that, we're not quite sure. And then there is a plant that looks like an African violet. It's related to the African violet, but it's huge. And it's a beautiful plant hanging onto the sheer cliffs. The Haven is very fortunate in that it has got one of these limestone hills right in the middle of the property, rising out of a lake. And then nearby there are other limestone hills, and this would be a beautiful habitat for naturalists to explore and to study these plants. The flora of Malaya is so rich that the scientists are only doing a very superficial job, collecting specimens and identifying them scientifically and placing them in their correct families. But the actual work of studying how they live, how they reproduce, this requires people on the ground observing these plants from day to day, week to week. And this is something which we don't have enough naturalists in this country to do that. So this is one area where people could really have a very enjoyable time if they are inclined towards study of nature.
Okay, what we have tried to do is to explore all the renewable energy available within the surrounding of Haven. What is noticeable is the water, which is the hydropower that we're looking at, and wind, which is always readily available. But we will do a little bit more different in the sense that we will get the people, the residents, to be involved. That's why we qualify as proactive. That means that the people themselves, the residents themselves, would be able to react with what we call a pro-mechanical system that actually also generate electricity for their own community, which makes it very exciting. That's why we will strive, and we are quite sure that we will be one of the very first in the country, as far as project is concerned, that capture all these various sources of renewable energy that is available to us. And that we are very proud to be given this opportunity to really explore this initiative and really take it. And my partner, Dr. Ken, will also look at ways where we will submit to set up certain blueprint insofar as the United Nations side is concerned, to see whether it is something that for others to follow, where everyone or every project will do their part to reduce our carbon emission footprint in this world.
Yeah, actually, my wife and I have been looking for ways and means to simplify our lives, and the haven being situated in Ipoh actually gives us a very good opportunity to do just that, because we also have a 11-year-old son, and Ipoh provides a very good and high level of education for my son, and it doesn't have the hustle and bustle of the city life that robs one of time, which is so important. Time to spend with family, time to spend with our child, time to do the things that are important and necessary in life.
We bought a home in Malaysia, somewhere we love, because we're part of the MM2H program, and the haven fitted our bill perfectly. We love the place.
Actually, I live in KL, and this is my vacation homes with the family. Probably over the weekend, I will love to stay here and spend over my weekend down here with the heaven.
I find that one of my priorities is that the developer must give me a sense of integrity in managing the condo, and that's very important. And when I met the developers for the haven, I was very reassured that they were people of integrity, and they would do a good job in managing and developing the condo well. And that's very important to me.
It's a great location to live, a pretty unique lifestyle really. Family's going to have access to high-end healthcare. We've got 5-star golf courses.
And there's a world-class spas, lots of restaurants, and the kids has got plenty of things to do, and very good schools.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
Actually, the unit itself out-facing the pools, and then on top of that, they provide very high quality finishes, plus the landscaping surrounded by hardscape and softscape as well, being nicely done by the consultants. That's really makes me fall in love with the heavens.
When I first saw the site physically, it actually took my breath away. The lake and the limestone outcropping and the surrounding hills was just very, very beautiful, and it was